So, hello everyone, my name is Bourchier, and my speech is titled, How Not to Give a Speech. All will become clear on that, but I'm really hoping that I do not give a demonstration of this today. So, to give a bit of background about myself, I'm 22 years old, I'm a fourth year chemical engineering student, and I'm from the sunny sites of Middlesbrough. And if you've never been, count yourself lucky. So I actually thought long and hard about what I was going to give this speech on today, and then something sort of poetic but a little bit cliche came to mind, and I thought I'd give the speech of why I'm standing here today. And to do that, I'll need to give a bit of context. So I basically have no idea what I want to do with my life. So although I'm 4 years deep into a chemical engineering degree, I actually have aspirations to become a lawyer. Yes, I know, my mum says I need to find some direction in my life, and I think I agree, but I think I just want to stay in education forever, to be honest. But earlier this year, I was applying to internships at law firms, not really being sure what to expect or how it was going to play out, but I was hopeful. And so, February 2018 rolls around, and in comes an email. You've got an assessment centre for a law firm here in Leeds. I thought, well, this is easy. I'm going to be a hotshot city lawyer in no time. I open the email, and it says that this assessment centre will consist of a single group exercise lasting just 1 hour. Is that it? Is that all it takes to become a lawyer? Well, apparently yes, but I can promise you that it is not as easy as it sounds. So the days continued to roll by, and I continued to do zero preparation for this assessment centre, thinking, well, what preparation can you actually do for a group exercise? And looking back, I really did set myself up for failure, but I suppose hindsight is a wonderful thing. So then the day came around. I put my terrible oversized suit on, and I get Uber down into the city centre. And I walk in, and there in front of me is a group of fresh-faced, nervous budding lawyers, just like myself. And I get speaking to them, and I mean, they're actually all really nice people, until the group exercise actually started. And then it became a total war zone. Oh gosh, you have never ever seen friends turn to enemies so quickly. I won't bore you with the details, but we were essentially split into 2 teams, and we were tasked with organising a fundraising event for the firm. And it was at that point that I realised that you can actually do preparation for a group exercise. But, I mean, I was holding my own. Some of the lawyers were way better than me. They really knew how to command a room, and they were making me feel a bit like an engineer. But I was doing okay. And the idea that we actually came up with was alright as well. We decided to organise a sports day at Ellen Road. We were all optimistic that we were doing fairly well. And I mean, we were doing well until we actually had to present our findings to the group. So I had everything written out that I wanted to say on a piece of paper. I had it all planned out in my mind. I was ready. And you have never, ever seen someone butcher a speech like I did there. I was so nervous. I couldn't speak, and my hands were shaking, a bit like they are now. My voice was cracking, and honestly, it was a total nightmare. I remember I tried to pass it over to the person next to me, and she just went, oh no, just carry on. Just twisting the knife in my back. It was horrible. I can just remember the faces of pure sorrow and horror looking back at me. But, I mean, that moment, the worst moment in my life, is what has led me to be here today. And I'll tell you that I've been here for a month or so, I've never actually spoken, but some of the speeches that I've heard have been so inspiring. And I mean, the progression that people have made is evident, and it is great to see. And I can't tell you how much that I needed somewhere like Toastmasters. And I'm just really glad it exists, and I'm just looking forward to becoming a member of the club. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Chris.